What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to One Crack News. I got a hood story for you behind, and it's right on time. I walked into one of the craziest hood stories I have probably ever heard. A man and wife, they're married, man and wife, took an oath, did the walk down the aisle, the whole damn thing. Man and wife, let this sink in. A man and wife took an oath, did the whole walk down the aisle thing, and I see them when I pass by in the bar, and you know how you never know what someone else is going through. Like, you never really understand what it is another person is dealing with, right? So, on the outskirts, it looks like it's a normal married couple. You know, they have conversations back and forth. So they see me at the bar, sometimes, and they see me gamble there. No real big thing, but that's what they see. Now, here's what they don't see. What they don't see is all of the interactions with people like myself and everybody else and how open they are. They're exposing way too much of their business to just random strangers that they don't even know. And I mean, some of this is like really things you don't tell anybody. You keep this stuff in house. Now, I'm really close with Jenny and Chris, but I'm guarantee you there's a lot of things I don't know. And I don't want to know. I don't need to know. So the thing is, some of these things should be kept behind closed doors. It's like certain things you don't say about your wife, certain things you don't say about your husband in public to other people, period. Unless this thing is over. So, as I was mentioning earlier, they had some problems, and I guess I start seeing them in different orders. I start seeing the wife by herself, then the husband would come in by himself, and they wouldn't be talking to each other, which was normal. They've done this a lot of times where they'll not speak to each other, and one won't be in a mood to speak, and you be like, "What the world's going on there?" They was like, "Oh, they're not talking to each other." But I'm like, "They gotta go home together, right?" "Yeah, but they're not talking." I'm like, okay, I don't even understand how that works, but it's their life, their psychosis. So now, this transpires to one of them coming in without the wife, then just dumping all over the wife. The husband comes in, yeah, she makes me sick. Her sister comes over, then tries to tell me what to do in my house. And who the hell is you? You slept in my house and didn't pay any rent. And I'm like, look, that's your family, and she can't come here and act like this is her house, and I let her stay and sleep on our couch and didn't pay one dime. And now she's out. She thinks she's gonna boss me around in my house and tell her how to treat her sister. You go to hell. And I can tell she's my wife. I can tell my wife what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. So he started to lose every job he got. And he's like, look, I'm waiting out for the big job, and I got this settlement coming in. I can't work no really big job. Because if they see me working a big job on paper, I won't get my big settlement from that accident. So I can't work a big job. She knows this. But she wants to keep throwing it in the face. Oh, I'm doing all this work. We're going to be rich soon. So he's talking about they're going to be rich. And he's saying that to everybody that comes around that bar. because this settlement's coming in. You don't know half these people in this bar. They probably like, yeah, we gonna have to keep up with Big Boy. Mm-hmm. As soon as that settlement come in, yeah, old Bubba Sparks finna go take a swim, and we gonna have us some good money. Yeah, let's be cool with him. Yeah, what's up, dude? So what? Tell us about this accident again. So they over there running the drill on him, and he just spilling it, spilling everything. Well, it was this truck, and then it was this van, and I told the lady to move. So anyway, he's running it down. He's building up people for his argument. They leave. Next time, wife comes in. And what does she do? She comes in, bashes her husband, saying everything he said, plus a little something extra. He punched her like she was a grown man. So now he's woman beater, husband, and that's not looking good. So now the people they're feeling a certain way towards him when he walks in. And he claims these are more lies on her part. And she's like, I've called the cops on him numerous of times for putting his hands on me. It's just nuts. So just when you think you've heard it all, they get back together. And they're lovey-dovey. Now, remember what I told you. When you talk like that about your husband, or you talk about things about your wife, normally it's over. You don't talk like that and still be together. So this is a toxic relationship at best. Toxic marriage. During the honeymoon, there was an instance where she thought he went off and screwed somebody else when they went to Hawaii for their honeymoon. He swear to God, it didn't happen. He's like, I went there and I had a conversation with the lady. She still to this day don't believe it. Now, this was their honeymoon. They've been married for some years now. So naturally, the situation goes differently as he hasn't been around. And I was like, man, she kept coming around and she says, your friend's in jail. I'm like, my friend? Well, then I was like, oh, your husband, okay. Even though I never hung out with this person ever, don't have my number, no numbers exchanged, nothing. He's my friend. So, okay. I'm like, all right. She's like, yeah, I had to have him arrested. So now I'm like, whoa. She's like, yeah, you know, at our house, one of my friends that come over, and he's gay, and I go to sleep, I turn around, and my husband, my gay friend's running out of the room saying my husband has sexually harassed him. So he basically attacked my gay friend while my gay friend was asleep. I'm like, are you saying your husband is bisexual or something? She's like, yeah, you didn't know that? I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. Again, things you should never say at a bar about your husband unless this thing is over. So I'm like, let me get this straight. You married a bisexual man and you are bringing gay guys around him, and now this whole thing has went left. So the guy was in jail because of this. They had him arrested. So I hadn't seen that guy in forever. Then out of the blue, this person walks into the bar. Said, hey, what's up? I'm like, oh, what's up, dude? And this guy proceeds to tell the story of how his wife moved a guy in the day after he moved out. He's trying to hit on the new sexy bartender that works there. And he's telling me that they made all this stuff up to try to take the house and take everything from him because she wants to give it to her new boyfriend. He's like, yeah, she's dating some black guy. I'm like, oh, no offense, I have nothing against black. I'm just saying he's black. He's a big black guy. You know, he just came out of nowhere. So that means she's already been screwing this guy. I'm like, I don't know. This is, and I'm trying to like keep my distance because I heard about the bisexual thing, so I'm kind of like staying away from dude. But with social distancing, now it's I don't have to like say, hey man, why don't you stay down there? He's already down there. I got a glass shield in front of me while I'm gambling, so I'm good. So now this thing escalates like you could never believe. This thing starts escalating more and more because now he's like, I gotta go to court because he's gonna try to countersue her. And I'm like, dude, you. Then he's like, man, you know what? I don't care about the house. None of that. I'm like, dude, that guy's living in your house, in your refrigerator, and you still gotta pay on the house. It's in your name. If something happens to him, that guy could sue her and you. Not saying that he would, but he could. So you better get the divorce finalized. So right now he's out on bond. Said he had to pay 15,000. So his parents had to put their house up to get him out of jail. And he's saying that they trying to drop this case against him now because they want to, but the state is like, no, we're gonna keep the case and we're gonna keep pushing the case. And said that this guy's got some problems, some drug issues. The gay friend guy, and he's like, I didn't want that guy hanging around anyway. But he just come up with an idea. He was homeless. He was sleeping outside literally because he had broke up with a boyfriend and drove all the way up here where he knows nobody. Then someone took him in, and he's just been like sleeping on people's couches. And now, here's the situation where they open up the doors and there he is. She like, oh, you can come on in the bar and hang out. She started buying him drinks, and now she's got a buddy, a best friend, a bestie. And now the husband supposedly attacked the guy in his sleep. So he's not feeling good about that. Then the gay friend, I guess, is now sending pictures on the internet to people that know him and people that know the wife, trying to say, these are the photos he sent me of himself naked. And start sending them out. And then the husband saying that those are the pictures he sent to his wife. And the wife is giving them to the gay friend to make it look as if he was attacking and trying to trying to get them locked up. Again, craziest story I probably have heard in a very long time. And this thing is still going. This is the point it's at right now. As of August 9th, 2020, this is where it is. So, with that being said, it's your boy Karceno. I'm out. Don't forget, hit the super chat in the One Crack News and that whole debacle. And if you want to send me a cash app, you could please do so. Thank you, Harold, for your cash app. You blew me away, man. I did not expect that. Thank you, brother. Everybody else, my cash app is Karceno. Appreciate the love. I got something very special on the Patreon coming today concerning Bernie Mac since it's the anniversary of Bernie Mac. So, yes, we are doing that. Deuces.